Names whispered in an ear. There was a discussion being held in dimensions you can't see about. A life you haven't fully stepped into yet. Imagine the cosmic court of heaven, a grand council where your destiny is not merely debated, but actively.
Remember to subscribe and hit the bell notification.
Purpose, and the reason it feels like the whole world is suddenly shifting around you, like things are moving, like something is about to change, is because it is. You're the subject of a divine negotiation. And the stars are not speaking casually. They are speaking urgently, like celestial heralds announcing. They feel the shift. They sense the movement, the stirring in their soul, like the first tremors of an earthquake. They have the dreams, the signs, the fleeting moments where something deep inside them whispers, "This is it," and then they shrink. It's not a lack of belief in the possible, but a profound deficit in self-worth. They don't believe they are worthy of being the vessel through which such wonders unfold. They've been carrying a version of themselves meticulously constructed from the shards of other people's pronouncements. Someone else spoke their identity into existence before the Creator had the chance to whisper it. And the deepest tragedy is not the imposition of another's definition, but the tragic acceptance of it as truth. You became a prisoner in a cell built by words that were never yours. Think about Gideon, when the angel of the Lord appeared to him. Gideon was he was in a state of he was threshing wheat in a wine press, a place designed for the washing of grapes, not the beating of grain. A physical manifestation of his fear. He was performing an act of survival, disguised as a productive endeavor. His actions were out of alignment with his true calling, and yet God didn't address him as the terrified man he appeared to be. Heaven declared him a mighty man of valor, not as he was in that moment of training, but as he had been eternally designated, divine walk. The angel's purpose was not to encourage a man shrinking in the shadows, but to awaken a giant who had forgotten his own strength, to remind the lion that he had been living like a mouse for far too long. And that's precisely the cosmic drama unfolding within you now, because the conversation being held about the celestial realms isn't about your casual failures. It isn't about the stumbles, the setbacks, the quiet seasons, all the years that felt like they dissolved into oblivion. It is about your divine assignment, and assignments in the spirit are not subject to expiration dates. They are eternal. They wait. They patiently await the appointed time. The soul that is ready, not necessarily perfected, but prepared. That's something about the exact moments of life right now. Something about this very breath you are taking can send a resounding signal to heaven. Ready is that. The moment of divine activation has arrived, but here's where the revelation deepens, and I implore you to remain present, for this is the precipice where many turn back, paralyzed by fear, misunderstanding. Celestial beings engaged in this profound discourse about you. Some of them are simply cheering you. Some of them watch, even concerned. Now they spot the divine urgency because they perceive the brilliance within you that you have yet to fully embrace and embody. There are individuals, both seen and unseen, who have been observing the unfolding narrative of your life, anticipating your arrival at thresholds you have hesitated to cross. A mentor whose counsel has been decision, but the perceived delay is a delay. Sometimes the delay is a reflection of your own internal tendency. It's when you sit